Here we go.
Hey, welcome to another episode of J&B Tuning. In today's episode, guys, we're going to be working on the Golf R. Now it's due for service, guys. I have an oil change due here, and the car is on the lift, and this would be my first time actually using the lift to do an oil change on the Golf R. So anyways, guys, stay tuned. Well, guys, just want to take a pic underneath the Golf R here. Just want to show you guys underneath here and see how everything is at this point. Yeah, here's the underbelly of the Golf R. As you guys can see here, things are looking good. CB joints are still intact here, no leaks, obviously. Looking good. No signs of any residues of let's say the coolant, because I know cooling system is the leaky cooling system is the prone issue of this due to the water pump failure on this vehicles. So I constantly look into that every time I lift the car, making sure nothing is major there. And here's our rear differential, looking good. There's our new sway bar that we had just put in not too long ago. Yeah, looking good, guys. I'm gonna start cracking this up here and draining the oil, as we have already loosened up the filter up there. Well, folks, time to drain the oil. Let's adjust our funnel here. So I got a flat head here. You can actually get the tool to get this plastic drain plug here, but I use this flathead, and it's perfect to fit in there. It basically it fits in the groove, so it's a lot easier to open this up. There you go. It's been about 5-10 minutes now, and it's still dripping here, guys. What I'll do is I'll let it drip as much as I can here, and when it starts trickling, then yeah, we'll put everything back together. Again, apologies for a small little noise. I have a fan going here now. This summer it's been so hot, so I have installed a new fan here for the garage, and so that way I don't suffer so much. Anyways, it's been very handy working on cars in the winter or the summertime, and keeping me cool here in the garage, because it's really hot, guys. My garage is facing the south side, and I get pretty much most of the sun all day, and literally just beats the heck out of my garage here with the heat. And so what I do is I just basically have a little ventilation in the bottom there, and block the sun as much as I can, just enough of sunlight to actually do work in the garage here. It's actually perfect, because I don't need no lights. Everything is just bouncing off the floor, and I'm getting quite a good lighting here, guys, underneath. Well, guys, here's the simple tools and our oil here, basically, that we need in the process of doing the oil change. Simple enough. We got our Volkswagen filter here, oil filter, and the replacement plastic drain plug, and also the O-ring that we'll be putting into the cap here for the filter. In the process, you want to make sure you replace that every single time you do an oil change. And at the same time here, guys, here's the tool, a flathead that I use to actually crack open our nice plastic drain plug. As you can see, it fits nicely here, guys, and easy enough to remove that plug in the process. I also have our 1/2 inch and an extension with our socket here. It's actually a 1 1/4 socket for opening our drain, or sorry, our filter cap there. And as well, I have the oil here, guys. I have our usual Castrol 5W40 full synthetic that we'll be putting in the car there. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much what we need. We're in a nice low drip now. That's pretty much good to go here. I pretty much waited for half an hour here to get this thing to drip as much as we can. But we're pretty much almost good to go here. Cool. Well, time to replace our filter here, guys. So here's our old one. Make sure we drain everything out of that. I have, you guys don't see it here, but I have the drain funnel here. Just gonna remove the old O-ring. We have a nice pick here. It doesn't damage the rubber in the process. This is a hook. We got a hook there going on. And here's our new one. I'm gonna swap with a bit of oil to lubricate that new O-ring. There we go. We got our new filter in place, and we're ready to go.
Here we go. I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down.
Time to top up our oil. Basically, the Golf R takes about 5.2 liters of oil, and we have our funnel here that I just purchased recently. That's really inexpensive funnel, but it does fit perfectly right at the hole here, and it's going to help us in terms of getting the oil in. Make sure to undo our dipstick here, so we have a way to breathe when we're putting the oil in the process. Well, we got our 5 liters of oil, and time to start the car up and double check on our level, and then we'll definitely add the additional 0.2 liters as soon as we start the car up and check, just to make sure we don't over oil in the process. So yeah. Ran the car for a couple minutes. Just double check our oil here. Definitely gonna need more, but again, just to be safe, we don't want to be over oiling. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Well guys, time to rotate the tires. I have lifted the car here. I'm gonna attempt to actually try lifting each wheel and rotate the tires using the lift with using my scissor jacks and few jacks that I have around. We'll give it a try. What we'll do is we'll do a front to back swap in the process, and I have checked the depths are fairly equal where. And it's right now at the around 6 mil to 7 mil depth, and not too bad in the process here, guys. Yeah, it's about 6 all around, and I checked every single one of them, and it's about 6. So it's not too bad. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a back front to back kind of swap in the process here, guys. So stay tuned. As you guys can see, the Golf R is now lifted on one side. The scissor lifts work pretty well, as you guys can see here, guys. So I can now undo both the tires on one side here and then swap them. What I have decided to do is that I'm actually gonna throw in the 10 mil and the 15 mil for the rear and the front spacers on the wheel. I know that I'm not a big fan of this, guys, but I'm giving them a second chance, and this time I'm gonna try and see if I can have it seated nicely in the hub there, and give it their hub centric, and tighten it and torque it down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and install the spacers and see if that will work this time without any wobbling issue. As you guys see, I have lifted using the scissor lift, and it is lifted now. So yeah, it's fairly safe. As you guys noticed, I have chopped the other wheels on the other side just to make sure we don't roll, to keep the car stable in the process of doing so. So yeah, anyways.
That I'm invincible, nobody gon' bring me down. Here we go. I'm invincible, nobody gon' bring me down.
Well folks, time to torque the baby up. to do here is that we should first of all lower the car so it's nicely, you know, resting on the surface here, and not all the way though, just making sure that it's just you know, resting nicely so we could torque it, and then we can go from there. We'll just have to lower the car, resting comfortably into the surface here. So nicely sitting nicely here, not completely but just enough. And we are on 88.5 foot-pound. 88 to 90 foot-pound is probably safe, but you know, 88.5 is what we have here. Just evenly torque the baby up. So give the chance for the actual spacer to, you know, to sit properly there, so we don't have issue on it moving around like I've experienced in the past. All right, and we'll just lower the car altogether. Here we go. We'll do the same thing in the front, guys, and then I'll work on the other side as well. I'm not gonna tape the other side because it's lesser area to work with on the other side, so I'll just show it to you guys when it's done. Well, folks, our tire rotation is all done. As you guys can see, I did show you this side of things, but the other side I wasn't able to show it to you because there's very minimal space on the other side. But anyways, guys, it's all done now. I have the spacers in place, and I have torqued and tightened them equally and carefully as well in the process, making sure it's sitting down nicely this time. And I'll give this a try. I'll drive it around for a bit, and then I'll torque it again around at some point in time. As always, guys, thank you again for your support, your subscription, and don't forget to ring that bell so you guys can get notified for all the videos going forward. And at the same time, guys, until next time, peace out.